So here's a video that I've been trying to make for a while now, and it's been a struggle. It's like I don't know, probably a month now, at least 3 or 4 weeks that I have been trying to sort out my audio on my Hero 5 Black. And basically this camera replaced another camera that I had that flew off and hit me in the head. But anyhow, there's a video about that. So it's my drive-in video. Go check it out. But yeah, so I replaced that camera with this Hero 5 Black, and so I wanted it to be my helmet-mounted cam. And before, I had my Hero 3 Silver, which is on the front of the bike now. I had that mounted to my helmet, but I had one of those like side brackets that like swung around, and I don't know, it was just kind of a janky setup. I'm sure if you do it right, probably better than the way that I put it on, it'd probably work just fine. So anyhow, I wanted to accomplish a couple of things. I wanted to put the better camera on the helmet, and I also wanted to clean up all this bracket crap that was hanging off the side. And so I used Sugru to glue the mount to the helmet. And I know some people have posted things about, oh, well, that stuff, you know, flies off at high speeds. Or I'm telling you what, this shit is not coming off of this helmet easily. Now, I have not done, you know, 150 miles an hour with my head turned sideways trying to force it off, but I'm pretty sure that it would still hold up. I mean, this thing is solid. But anyhow, back to my problem. My problem was the audio. So when I had the Hero 3 Silver, I had, you know, the simple audio adapter. And when you go to the Hero 5, of course, you know, everybody has said the same thing, you know, what the hell was GoPro thinking, other than, I guess, just trying to lock you into paying for their damn adapter. But it's a big, stupid adapter that hangs off of here, and I've got another case that I could put on that'll clean it up a little bit better. But this is just kind of a trial run for the third microphone that I've tried with this camera. And I'm really hoping that with the settings that I put on the camera and the microphone combination, that this is going to solve my problem. Because here in a couple of weeks, there is the AIM Expo in Ohio, which is our sister state. And so I'm going to that, and I obviously want to try to catch some video. So the issue that I had with the other microphones was just a lot of cracking and popping, and particularly like when you spoke loudly. So I don't know, you know, a lot of times all the wind and everything, so I have a tendency to raise my voice a bit, and that's usually when I get all the noise, the cracks and pops. And some of it was just downright, you know, totally distorted, couldn't even understand anything. And so the two microphones that I used, and I don't necessarily remember the exact model numbers, but one of them was a Sony ECMS or something like that, which was the first microphone that I had when I first started doing motovlogs. And it always worked fine, I thought the audio was okay. But so that didn't work out. I got a bunch of cracks and pops when I changed the camera. I figured, okay, well, I just need to get a better microphone. So I looked up some videos and saw some recommendations, and I picked up another microphone, which I can't remember the brand. It was like Utage or Utilage or fuck, I don't know. But it was a model ETM-001. I do remember that. And I had the same results, you know, cracks and pops. It didn't sound any different than the other microphone that I used. So then I thought, well, maybe it's the wires that I'm running from the microphone adapter to the microphone, because I had some like real small ones. They were real small diameter, and they were like kind of coiled, so you could stretch them out. They kept the helmet pretty clean, but you know, so I switched those out to better connector cables, and again, same results, same thing. And so I found this video by Chaseontwowheels, and if this solves my problem, man, I really got to totally thank you, because it will be awesome if I can solve this issue, because it's so annoying. I mean, why does, you know, simple audio have to be so complicated? Especially when, you know, I'm not opposed to buying quality equipment. I mean, if it solved my problem, I'd spend $100 easily, but, you know, from what I'm seeing, that's not necessarily the answer. So anyhow, Chase on Two Wheels, and I can't remember exactly what the name of his video is. I don't know, best motovlog helmet setup or something like that. I'll probably put a link in the description on this video if this thing works out. So again, back to the problem that I was having with the audio on my previous setup. And so I see this video by Chase on Two Wheels, best motovlog helmet setup, or whatever the name of it was. And from what he was saying, you know, the key to really good audio is this Purplepanda microphone. And this thing was like, I don't know, $30 maybe, something like that, which is about what I was spending on the other microphones that I tried. And so this is my first run. Actually, that's not true. I got this microphone and I hooked it up and I got absolutely no audio out of it. And I thought, damn it, I went from having crappy audio to having no audio. And so I was really getting frustrated at this point. And what I didn't realize was that the Purplepanda microphone comes with the microphone, and then you get several little adapter pieces depending on what you're going to connect this thing to. I didn't realize that when it comes to those little 3.5 millimeter connectors, audio connectors, I didn't realize that you had 3 bands and 2 bands. So if you ever see an audio connector, look and see if it's got 2 bands on it or 3 bands on it, because that apparently makes all the difference in the world. So originally, when I first got the Purplepanda microphone, I just plugged it directly into the GoPro adapter, and that's when I didn't get any sound. Now, again, like I have found many times in my life, I don't do a lot of things that I should do. So like, maybe I should have plugged it in and like tested it out first before I wired it all into the helmet and then got on the road and realized that I had no sound. Because I'm a dumbass like that sometimes. And anyhow, so yeah, there's a little adapter that comes with this kit that's a 3-band to a 2-band, and that plugs in as an interface between the shit, I hope I put it on, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I don't know if you can see it while I'm riding. It's this thing right here. So anyhow, yeah, once I plugged that in and then actually tested the microphone out, it worked. So, but again, I was in an environment indoors, so how it's going to actually perform inside the helmet with all the wind and the noise and my voice, we will see. And again, if this solves my problem, you know, thanks a shit ton, Chase. But I also learned something else from that video. Was he kind of showed some different camera settings for the GoPro that he uses, that I really didn't mess around a whole lot with camera settings, because I'm not a friggin' photographer and I don't know a lot of this stuff. And when you get on videos to look at what other people do, and it's all over the place. But anyhow, yeah, so he showed some settings to put on the GoPro 5. So this is, again, something that I'm trying out. Hey, brother. And we'll see how this video turns out.
The next day.
100% sure that that's, you know, solved everything, but definitely from the footage that I did see and went over, it seems to have solved the problem. So I'll make this kind of the outro to whatever video that I put out, and just end it with saying, hey, thanks, Chase. Solved my problem, and I was racking my brains out for 3-4 weeks and really getting frustrated. And it seems to have solved the problem.